Hi guys, it's Belle here and welcome back for episode 5, I believe, in the Altered Book series. So we have finished all the pages in the book, the basic pages and pockets. We've done that. If you haven't seen that, I will link the videos to those down below. There is a playlist on my channel. I do apologise, the last one was very long. I just wanted to get every pocket page finished, and considering usually in just under an hour we only do 6 pages, we did a lot more in the last episode. So now all the pages are finished. I also glued in these front 2 pages that I hadn't glued in at the end of the last video, but that was the only pages I still had to do. Now we need to make some ephemera, because we have lots of pages like this with just plain writing space or little pockets, and so we're going to make some ephemera. So I told you at the end of the last video to go grab scraps of paper, stickers, die cut stamp sets, bits of fabric, all those kind of things, because we're just going to make some little bits and pieces like this that are perfect for our pages to decorate. So I've made this one here. This is in the style, like, I was inspired by Corey Darman. So we'll make some of those. Little fabric snippet. I already have a video on how I make my fabric snippets. I will link it below, but will do 1 or 2 in here as well for you to just look at. This one isn't stitched or anything, because I know not all of you have sewing machines or aren't comfortable using them. So this would just be a little kind of decorative cluster on the edge of a page that I would glue down. So let's get started. Let's move my basket over here and move my board. So remember, we're making these kind of things. So let's start with some of these, because these are the things I probably need the most of. So I've just got all my snippets of paper here. So normally I like a large piece underneath, and we can probably make a couple at once. So I'm going to get some Edith Holden and just rip that. I might want to do some along the bottom, so I'm going to make sure that I turn them as well, and I might make this into one, because that'd be a good edge piece. I'm just tearing the edges because I like my edges torn. You don't need to. And then I've got this, so why not use that as well? So we've got 4 pieces of Edith Holden there. And let me just look at my scraps. I'm going to move a few bits out so I can really get to the teeny tiny scraps that I want to use up. So we've got some corrugated card, so I'll probably put that along there, because I do like corrugated card on mine. So that's there. We've got this little strip which works perfectly, so let's put that on one of them. So I normally like some parchment paper that I have used in my dyeing process. So I'm just going to put that down. I like that sometimes to just hang over the edge a little bit. It depends where I want it. And I think I'm just going to put it on there like that. So really it's wherever your eye, I might even put a little piece there, but that covers a lot of the Edith Holden, so I don't know yet. It really is wherever your eye thinks, oh, that could do with a piece. So we've got a larger piece here. It's a funny shape. I don't mind that either. It all adds to the, I actually put the Edith Holden that way. No? Oh, it doesn't matter. It all adds to the overall look and feel. So I'm just going to put that down like that. And you can see I'm just grabbing things. Like I've got some of this handmade paper. That might be nice on one of these. I think it might go on that one. I'm not overthinking it too much. I'm literally just thinking. So here's some more parchment. Well, I think this is actually vellum rather than parchment paper, actually. Yeah, you can see I'm just grabbing pieces and thinking, okay, where do I want that piece? And we've even got a strange little triangular shape here. Just making sure I'm in camera. And that might work quite well under there, maybe. Or maybe this one. Like it could go here maybe. What's on the other side? Oh, those colours. I like those colours better. Just like that. We definitely need more paper on these two. That might have enough paper on it now. So again, I'm just looking. You can use different types of paper, like you might want some lined paper. So let's just use some of that to show you. Just, this is dyed lined paper, as you can see. And I'm just putting that on there. So you can use different types of paper. I also have some splattered paper and some of this paper. So let's use maybe a little bit of the graph paper over here. And again, I'm just kind of, let's make sure I'm in camera, just kind of staggering it a little bit. So you're getting a little bit of each of the papers. We've got some really nice Edith Holden bits there. Feel like that might look quite nice on this one actually. Get this little stamped image out because I may use that. No, I don't want that. Trying not to overthink it, but it is actually really hard. I've got this one that might be quite nice. Another strip on there. More handmade paper, but that's already got green on it. I feel like this needs another bit, and this needs some colour on there. So that's what I'm looking for now in my scraps. Oh, see, I found this little bit here. That would work really well if I tear it down. It would work really well here. But you can see I'm not overthinking it. I'm just really quickly putting some bits and bobs together. Wondering if I want that there now. Do I want that there? Or maybe on top of here? Yes. So we still need a bit for this one. We need to find a bit for this one. So yeah, I know the last video was really long, but we needed, maybe I'll get rid of this bit and I'll use this. And I'm going to keep this, got a bit of hole from where it came out of a paper pad. I'm going to kind of rip, but so that it's still kind of got the hole there. Yeah, I know the last video was a bit long, but we needed to finish all those pages, and we didn't need another video with all those pages, doing more pages, because I was getting bored. I'm sure you were getting bored, and just needed to move on to the next piece. So I think that's all those little snippets, which will give us 5 in total, which is really good. So as you can see, I've used some fabric a little bit on here as well as a stamped image and a die cut. You don't have to use fabric. I've got some doily here, might be quite nice. This is tea stained doily, so that might be quite nice to just kind of put coming off the edge there. So again, as I said in the last video, it's whatever your eye kind of goes, oh, that looks pretty. It's whatever your eye likes. I'm just going to put that there. Little fabric. Let's have a look at my fabric scraps. I'm trying to do it so that you can see. It's really hard. I'll put them up here. So I've got like little green bits like sari silk and things, but because I like the die cut to stand out, sometimes it's better to just take a plainer fabric and add that. So I'm thinking I might add fabric here. That needs to go back there. Now that I've moved it all. This is quite nice though. Ooh, I like this fabric. But I might want to, might all be too much of a muchness. A little bit of sari silk. There we go. I'm just going to chop a little bit of sari silk and just put that there. And then on this one, I've got some of this fun fabric. Well, like netting. I really love this. It's so delicate. I don't even know where I got it or how much I've got left. This might be all I've got left of this one. And I feel like I want to put it on this one with this on top. And now I feel like this needs something. Just, ooh, where are you going? Come back. This needs something. So again, I'm looking through my fabric scraps. Flowery, nope, 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 nope. A little bit of this. I think it needs, again, this is some, I think it's sari silk, but it could be fabric. And I'm going to put that on top. Do I want the green side, more of a green side with the bit hanging out? Yes. So that's all my fabric scraps. And now I'm going to just get a stamped image. So I've got this cute mushroom one. Again, I'm just going to tear this edge a little bit, not the whole thing, but just a little bit, and ink that up. You could ink each of these pieces as well. Normally I would, but see, I think that mushroom goes really cute on there. I could put it underneath. Hold on, let's move these. Feel like it wants to go on this one. I don't know why, it just does. Kind of want to put it on like that, so you just see a bit of the fabric, you see a bit of everything else, and then the green's going to go on the top like so. And I'll need a die cut for that in a minute. I've got my other stamped images here. Some are larger, some are a lot larger. Trying to look for some smaller ones because I need a small one for here. We've got these cute little berries from a stamp set that I had. Again, use whatever you've got. You don't have to go out and get new bits and bobs. These are stamp sets that I had in my stash, and I don't know about you, I loved collecting stamp sets, especially when I was collecting crafting magazines, because they always seem to have like seasonal stamp sets with them, which was always fun. But I don't use them as much as I probably should. So I find stamps are great for making your pieces of ephemera. Now, this is all a bit, I want to keep this in place. So I'm going to use a paper clip to keep it in place. So once you've got your pieces, there's two things you can do. Either, if you're not using a sewing machine, you can just glue them now. Just glue them down as is. If you are using a sewing machine, as I will be doing, I like to paper clip them together just so that they stay in place. Okay, so let's have a look at some more stamped images that I have. I like these. This is on an old envelope that was sent to me. Okay, the squirrel's quite cute. Let's use the squirrel on one. I'm just tearing it. Normally this is the kind of thing that you would normally throw away because it's got addresses on and labels and all that kind of thing, or people turn them into journal covers. I like to use the insides of them to stamp. See, that goes so well, like just like that, because I'm going to ink around it, and I'm using walnut stain distress oxide because that's what I've used all through the journal. So I want to carry that on. Again, let's just try and get a stamp. It's harder with this. I need a larger stamp. No, not stamp. Not stamp, paper clip. Need to just grab, hold on guys. I need a larger paper clip. I just want to hold that in place because we're going to be adding die cuts in a minute. So I just need a stamped image for here. And again, I'm looking, where's all my stamped images gone to? Got these cute foxes, but I just think the foxes won't go right there. But I do have this one of some corn. So I'm going to use this one. And I've stamped these images, like I said, either on the inside of the envelopes or on tea stain paper. And I've just used my archival, not my archival, my, see, now we've covered most of the stuff up underneath that, which seems a shame really. But if I just pull, hold on. If I pull some of the yellow down, then put this on there, pull some of this tea stained across parchment and this bit. Then when I put this on here, I'm still getting a little bit of everything. I'm getting some of the words at the top. I'm getting the yellow because I've moved it down. This is just where it gets fiddly, guys. Stay on. And then, sorry, I went really quiet then because I was focusing. And then, oh, I wanted that on top, I think. Yeah, I did. And then I've got a little bit of everything. Again, it's great if you're gluing at this point, but I'm going to be stitching. So we have these 4 little embellishments now. And now I want some die cuts or bits like that. So let's have a quick look. I've got this. This is actually a sticker, but it would still work because I can stamp on it. I can ink it. We've got these leaves, which are from the scrapbook pad, and I don't know, I'm really feeling those for one of these. I'm really feeling those. Oh, there's a smaller red one here. Oh, yep, that's it. That's what I want. So that's going to go in there. Perfecto. So this is a piece of ephemera. So again, use what you have. You can see I'm using different bits and pieces. We've got felt that might work with that one. It just gives you a different look. This has got one of the leaves missing. The only thing again with the felt is it's quite chunky, and I'm worried it might be too chunky for my book page. Got a large one like that. That might be too large. It's just playing around until you find exactly, sorry, I'm digging these off, till you find exactly what it is you are looking for. Again, this is a little sticker. Would that look good on there? I think that does look really good on there, actually. There's a little squirrel with its acorn. Stay, stay. Yeah, so it's just tricky making sure everything stays in place. So I think that would look quite cute. So again, that's a sticker. It's a little shiny. I've just literally moved everything. No! It's one of those situations where you're like, should we glue as I go? I don't know if that blends too much, guys. What do you think? I'm thinking it does blend too much. So I'm thinking maybe a red leaf would be better, even though we've got red over there. Do you know what? I'm getting rid of the sticker and I'm going to use a red leaf instead. A die cut leaf. Okay, so that's that done. So we've got these. I mean, you could use a stamp. Could use one of the stamps. That might look quite cute, like a little red one down there, just poking out of the side like that. So I'm going to do that because I like that. And then I'm going to add a tiny leaf, if I can find a tiny leaf, like one of these. Perfect. So this is where it's good to just have your scraps and bits with you and not to overthink. So that's going to go there with the stamp, and then I definitely need something for up here. These mushrooms are cute, but we've got mushrooms on there and they're too large anyway. Got another leaf. Another one of those leaves, which would be good. Oh, got this leaf. Wow, that's definitely too big. Num, 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 num. Just looking. Ooh, so I've got one of these die cuts. I think that would work quite well without covering too much of it all up. So that's those 4. And I'm just going to stitch those and then come back and show you what they look like. Right guys, I'm back and you can see I've just done a zigzag stitch. You don't have to. I like the look of it. Some of the pieces, like, because I've only stitched once, some of these aren't like glued down, but that's when you just come along with your glue and just glue each individual piece to the other piece. That bit's moving completely. Let's move it back. And just glue it down, and then a little bit here, like so. So yep, that's all you do. You come on in and you glue the top bit. I'll glue the leaf when I put it in the book. Same here. I really like how this one turned out actually, with the little red stamp in the corner. That looks good. I think these are all glued together. I'll just glue this bit. I think they're all glued together, and I just think they look really good, really effective, really quick and easy. And now we've got 5 of those to play with, which is brilliant. So let's quickly let's make some of these little like corner snippets, which are great. Again, don't forget to make them either side as well, guys. So I'm going to start with a label for each of them, because that's what I like. I like labels. So I'm going to have a look at some of my labels. These are ones I've used the Tim Holtz stamp set. So I'm going to do a couple with some of these, and you can do different ones, like I'll do a round one there. And then I'm also going to use some of these kind of field labels. I'm pretty sure a lot of these are from Tracy Fox label kit, and there might also be another one. This actually says Red Foxes, so I definitely want that one. And I just want one more. Just looking through. Here's a little one. I like that. Okay, so perfect. 2 plain labels, 2 kind of field labels. Use what you've got. You may not like field labels, you might not like anything like that. So I'm going to try and make some of these. So I'm going to use some more of this kind of handmade mulberry paper kind of scrap that I had. I think this one will go great down there. And this one I think might go with the circle. Again, just put it where you think it looks its best. Might have it like that. Well, no, we'll just have it, turn it that way. It doesn't matter, I'll just turn it. So we've got these ones. So now I'm going to use a few stamps, but I might also use some of my tickets, because you can see here I've got a few snippets, ticket snippets. So I might as well use a couple of those as well. And then some stamps in my little pot. So I think this, because this circle's quite large, that'll go quite well behind the circle. And I think this one would work well on here because it's smaller. And again, I'm just going for what I think looks right to my eye. So let's get a larger stamp, because that needs a larger one. And then I could put like I think a yellow one would go down there, maybe a brown one up here. And then maybe over here, maybe a green one behind there possibly. And then like we've got a red one. I feel like I want it upside down. And again, what does it matter if it's upside down or not? What does it matter? I didn't get any handmade paper for these two. I think that's what's throwing me because I can't really see. So let's go back and get the handmade paper for those two. I don't want the white one because we've used the white one. So I have got the green or the orange, which the burnt orange might be quite nice actually on one of them. It's not the easiest thing to rip, but there we go. And I might do that one. I feel like this should be on here. And then we've got the red underneath and green to the side. So you see how quickly that's coming together. Again, snippets are whatever you feel looks nice to you. And the more you make them, the easier it will become. Like you'll just start getting the feel for them. So both of those are over that way. So we need more in this corner, I think. So there we go. Some handmade paper on those. And let's just move this over here, I think. Then on this one, let's have a look. So I've got a stamp here too. Again, it doesn't matter what's particularly on the stamp because I am using it more for the colour. This is a great way of using up those stamps that have no real images on, that we all tend to have a lot of, and that kind of take up space and we don't know what to do with them. So we just kind of, I'm going to have that one like that. Oh, yeah, I like how those look. Right, okay. So you can see on here, I've also got a die cut on top and a die cut behind. You don't have to use a die cut. I have my little pot again. And see, I've got this little mushroom. I think the mushroom will go really good on here, actually. Or behind. I think that mushroom will look great. I'm going to put the stamp in front of it. Look at that, guys. That mushroom just looks super cute. And then I will put a die cut leaf on there. You could also add washi to it. Do I want this kind of leaf? Do you know what? It's always when I'm picking the die cuts that I find it hardest. I'm like, which one do I want? Which one do I want? We have a larger die cut there, which I think... got it in green. I think that looks really nice actually. Do I like it in green or do I like it in brown? I might have it in a bright orange as well. Oh, I like it in the orange, I think. I'm just going to tone that colour down slightly with my ink. But yeah, see, now I like that. And that one's complete. So I am going to paper clip that. And I will glue the pieces together. But for now, I'm just going to paper clip it. And there we have that one. Okay, so that one's done. Let's move these down. We've still got these ones. On here, what do I want? Again, I'm looking in my little pot. I'm trying to do that on here for you guys. It's difficult. And I've got a pumpkin. I think that's too big. Oh, I've got some of these berries. These, again, are a die cut, and I think they're really nice. So we've got the stamps, we've got the handmade paper. I kind of almost feel like I want something else on this as well, because that's quite harsh. So I know what I want on there. I want a bit of tea stain doily. So we're going to make a few of these on camera, and then you can just make however many you need off camera. I just wanted to make a few together, and then we can see that just adds, it breaks up how brown that handmade paper was. So now I can get a die cut. Oh gosh, I keep moving it off. I'm sorry guys, I really struggle to see when I'm like this. Do I want a yellow one? I've just had yellow, so maybe not. Let's have a look. Let's go for maybe a red. Red might be quite nice. I haven't got a red leaf yet. Again, I'm just going to ink that leaf a little bit. I think that'd go really nice there, like so. And I think that's all I want on that one. I'm going to have to use 2 paper clips on this one to just paper clip it into place. But I think that's all I want on there. I might put some fabric behind it, but for now, that's all I want. This one, got the label, got the stamps. Let's have a look. Got another little mushroom, actually, which might be quite cute. See, I quite like that with the mushroom. And then on the front, I will put, and I'm putting that stamp at an angle now. And on the front, I'm going to put a die cut. Oh, we've got some of these kind of, that's actually quite nice. Let's move the paper down a little bit so we get more of the hand-dyed paper. Again, this was a die cut from a paper pad. They're both die cuts actually from that paper pad. That's too much on there. I want a leaf. As long as it says the red foxes on there, that's what I want to leave on that bit. So that we can read that. That's just too big. What about a brown one? It says red foxes, because obviously there's foxes in the kit, and that's just right. That's perfect. I like that. Try and paper clip all this together, which isn't easy because of this hand-dyed paper. And everything's falling. As I said, it's not easy because of the hand-dyed paper. Okay, but that will go like that, which I like. I'll sort that out. And now the final one. And again, I want to break up the brown by, where did I put the doily? By using a bit of that tea stained, found it. It had fallen on the floor, guys. Using some of that tea stained doily. Just helps break the colour up a little bit. Let's move that. That goes quite nicely. And then I think I had the red one at the top, the green one underneath. Not quite sure where I had it now, but that's all right. That'll do. I don't mind that. And I want a big leaf behind it like I did here. So I want one of those. Got another one of those green ones, or one of this yellow one actually I like. I'll just ink it up. That will go behind like so. Oh, that just looks so pretty. Try and put these together with a paper clip as I'm doing it. And then a little something just at the front. Again, I've got my little bits and bobs, just a little something at the front. I've got some of these berries. No, that's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Nope. I've got a little brown leaf. That kind of fades away into there. Oh, we do have these acorns again. Nope, too big. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The right thing will be in here. Maybe I'll just use, oh, I've got this. Got one of those. There we go. I think I'm going to use the red because it picks up the red in the stamp, I think. And then I'm having another look because I'm not quite sure. I've got another one of these ones that I really like. I think I'm going to use that one. Okay, guys. So there we go. So we've got this one with some tickets and bits and bobs. This one that's falling apart a little bit because I need to paper clip it properly, but it'll look like that. And then we have these two, completely made out of snippets and stamps and random bits. Again, just go ahead and glue these down, which I will be doing in a minute. I'm not going to stitch on those ones. I could stitch. Like, I feel like this needs some corrugated card. Sorry guys, I thought it was finished and then I just thought, no, I think it needs some corrugated card. Probably doesn't actually. No, it doesn't. It's fine. Or you could use some scraps of fabrics on it. I'm not going to use the fabrics on this one because I've used them on the others. So now I'm literally going to make just a couple of these because I do have a video with these little fabric snippets. I've got all my fabric scraps here. I'm going to move these over so you can see. I like to start my base of a fabric snippet with quite a plain fabric. So let's do this one. I'm going to do a longer one. And then I'm going to do a small one because we can always use small ones too. So this is perfect for a little small, just in my scraps, just like that, just like that. Okay, let's have a look. I've got some fun fabrics here actually. This is really pretty. Might use some of this. It's actually got a gold sheen to it too, which is really nice. So let's use that. And it's, again, just like with the other things, guys, I'm just looking for fabrics that I think, oh, I like the look of that, or, oh, I like the look of that one. Like I might have some green on this one. Tiny bit of green. And then I'm just putting them together. The more you do it, the more you'll find your style and the more your eyes will become like accustomed to looking. I mean, people might be looking at mine and thinking, oh, I really don't like how that goes together, but I know I like how it goes together, and that is what matters. Got this lovely orange and you can see it's got a frayed edge. I like to have the frayed edges coming off to the side. That's some sari silk because I like that added texture on detail. I'm going to use a little bit of this red one on here. Super quick and easy. Got some more of this fun fabric. I kind of want this on this one here. And that is basically finished, that snippet. I'm thinking, do I want like a little piece of sari silk or thread? Like I've got this sari silk. I think I might just take a snippet of this one. But now I think that's too much. I think that is perfect because I'll be stitching down the middle. So that one's done. Perfect. Got this gorgeous green, like fun fabric that must have got in one of those boho fabric kits. I'm just going to cut some of that. It's got beautiful flowers and a sheen and all that kind of thing. Again, it's got a beautiful frayed edge, so I'm going to put that to that edge. Yes, I want that. I want some of this and just layer it up. Don't put everything flat and at the same angle and things like that if you don't want to. Just like this is quite a large fabric snippet actually. It may be too large. It's quite nice. Would that be too much on there? Yep, too much. Got some of this burlap that I think would look really nice. So I'm just going to cut this and then have this kind of in the middle. See how that breaks up all that colour now. And then I've got some of this lace. Do I want the red one? Or I've got this little piece that I used on the other one. So I could use it on here. So, oh gosh, where'd it go? I've thrown it away. And I think that just goes on there like that. Remembering we're going to be stitching down it anyway. This one I'll probably stitch twice on. I am still wondering if it needs just a touch of sari silk, because I like my sari silk. Maybe just a touch. No, it's got some sari silk. It's fine. So there we go. There's 3 fabric snippets done really, really quickly. I'm just going to stitch those and I'll come back and show you them when I've finished. Okay, guys, so I finished gluing all those, stitching, and I glued the other ones together. So this is what we've made today. This is how the fabric snippets look. I've used 2 lines of stitching because it was a larger piece, and there's our little one. Just look how effective that is. It's a few snippets. It's got some stitching on it and it works perfectly. So we've got some of those. These are our large ephemera pieces that we can stick on. Like I said, some of these, the style was inspired by Curry Diamond. And then these are our little ephemera pieces that have no fabric and no stitching. And I've just stuck them together now. As you can see, really loving the ones with the mushrooms. Use different size labels. Really loving the ones like that. And it still says the red foxes. And that one. So we just made a few today because, again, you can go, and this is a brilliant one to do just sitting down of an evening, relaxing, making lots of little embellishments. We will probably use all of these in my journal because I like to over embellish. I will be making more, so I will be showing you those, and then in the next episode we will be then going through the book and decorating it. I think the final episode is going to be the cover. I've got a slightly different idea of what I want to do with the cover to what I had initially. So finish up making these if you're crafting along with me. Keep your little basket or box or whatever bag of little scraps of fabric and die cuts and things, because we are going to be using those in the journal in different places as well. Also, if you haven't already, I also have some images. Again, they're from my stash. I will try and link them all. Like, this is the old design shop. I just have some images, some autumn ones, digitals, that I thought would work as a decoration on some of my pages. I've gone for animals and florals because that is what I am using in mine, and some will also be used as ephemera for the pockets and that. But so yes, next episode, bring your snippets, make as many as you think you might need. I always find I never have enough, but that's just me. And the fabric ones are great to kind of attach onto journaling cards and things. That's what I like to do in mine anyway. Make some snippets, make the different styles. These don't need to have stitching on, neither do these. You could hand stitch these, or you could just glue them. Make all the different styles and then keep all your snippets near at hand, like your little box full of snippets. And also, if you want some images for larger decoration, make sure you've got those. Have a look in your stash and see what you've got that might be autumnal or whatever your theme is. And I hope this was a little bit helpful and a little bit something different to just doing the pages. Break it up a little bit before we get in decorating. So that is it for now, guys. I will be back soon. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're safe and I hope you're having lots of crafty fun. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye for now.